Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to a combat guide for Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. And here I am going to go over the combat system in Assassin's Creed 4. And so the combat system is actually pretty much similar, if not identical, to Assassin's Creed 3, where basically knowing your enemy types and how to kill them, and like what you can and can't do on them, is pretty much what the whole combat is all about. So the enemy types and the factions. So starting off with the regulars, which these guys are the basic, units which are the most common, and you can literally do anything on, but we'll get into more detail later on all of these. Then there's agiles, or sometimes called officers, on ships as well. These guys are pretty much like regulars. You can do a lot, you can just instantly kill, however you can't actually instantly attack them, you need to counter and then sort of kill them. Then we've got brutes, which are the guys waving axes in the air, which you can't directly kill, and you can't kill streak on either. But like I say, we'll get into more detail later. And then finally we have the captains, which are the most difficult enemies to kill, and we can only kill them one way pretty much, and that is by countering them, and then sort of breaking their defense, and then killing them sort of that way. So you can't actually do much on them, you can't counter and then shoot them like you can most other units, but like I say, we'll get into more detail later, but we'll start off with the regulars. And so these guys you can do anything on, but what you want to do is you want to counter them, and to counter you press circle or B on Xbox, and then you'll have a few seconds to decide what you want to do. And so here for regulars we can shoot or use tool, kill, throw or hurt, which is basically disarm. So here we are going to kill him, which is what you want to do for pretty much like everyone all the time. I don't really know why you would want to do anything else, but you might do. You might have your reasons, and then that will just, kill him instantly if you counter and kill, and that's what it's called. It's called counter and kill. So how to disarm people. This only applies to regulars and agiles. To disarm, just counter and then press X or A, depending on what console you're on, and then that will make him drop his weapon. And you can also pick up his weapon, but there's like no reason to pick up since you've already got your own dual swords. But it's actually required for a challenge to disarm an agile and take his weapon. So this is just taking his weapon. You will need to be unarmed, so select the unarmed or the fists from the menu, and then counter and then disarm him. And then that will take his weapon from him, and it will be in your hands. So there you go, you now have a single sword instead of two. There's also an option to use your tools in combat. So when you counter and then press triangle or Y, then that will use your current tool. So here, for example, I have got the the sleeping dart, not berserk dart. That would be no good. So which obviously makes them go to sleep, and so as you just saw, he just kind of throws them away. I don't actually know how he injects them with sleep dart, but oh well. And then we've got the rope dart here. And then there's gun, throwing knife, and other stuff, which is located on the left side of the weapon wheel. I think it's a weapon wheel. It's not really a wheel anymore, but still. You can also use smoke bombs as well, as you can see here. There's various different tools. Counter and then press triangle or Y on Xbox, and there you go. So this is actually how you get throwing knives in AC4, and it's also one of the challenges to disarm an agile and kill him with a throwing knife. So there you go, got a challenge as well, so that's not bad, getting a challenge in this sort of video as well. And now for the agiles, and as their name suggests, these guys are agile, and these are the ones who chase you. They chase you, so if you're trying to run away from a fight, then they will chase you wherever you go, and they'll do that. That is pretty annoying. Because sometimes when you're just trying to move to the other side of the battle or whatever, they just tackle you, and it's just annoying. So as you can see, these guys can follow you up rooftops, and like the other agile guards in Assassin's Creed 2 and 3 and every other game pretty much, And so how to kill them? Well, like I said, they are pretty much like regulars. You can do a lot of things against them. However, you can't directly attack them, as you can see here. You have to counter them or break their defense to kill them. And there you go. That will kill the agile guard. So that's pretty much it to agiles that I haven't already mentioned in regulars. So let's move on to brutes, and these guys are the ones with axes. They wave around axes in the air, and they actually do a lot of damage. Early in the game, they pretty much kill you in one hit, nearly. Yeah, nearly, but, you know, do a lot of damage. As you'll notice them throwing around bombs. They're pretty annoying. But it's pretty funny when you know, just kick them into their own bombs or something. Anyway, to avoid their axe, just press the counter button. You can't actually counter these guys like you can agiles and regulars, unfortunately. All you can do is break their defense and trip them up again if you want. However, in Assassin's Creed 4, a new move is that you just break their defense, and then when their back is turned to you, you press square or X on Xbox, and then that will sort of slash his back and do a killing move. Which is pretty awesome, and pretty easy as well. At the beginning of the game I was like, now Assassin's Creed's just got a lot easier. I use that move a lot. You might see in my other videos I use that move a lot. And anyway, so yeah, that is the brutes. And now for the captains. So the only way to kill captains is by countering their attack and then breaking their defense and killing him either in the back or tripping him over and stabbing him on the floor. So as you can see, just trying to attack him, you'll get smacked in the face, kind of like the Jaegers in Assassin's Creed 3. And then that will finish the captain off. So yeah, not too difficult, but they can be in like the middle of a big fight. They can get a bit annoying and hectic and whatever. And so miscellaneous, this is now like random bits and bats which I couldn't really put into the enemy types. One of them is alarm bells. So you'll notice alarm bells, which are a new feature in Assassin's Creed, and you'll find them like on plantations and just in random places like military forts or something. Because I'm here in Kingston. And so if an enemy detects you or sees a body or something, then they will run to the nearest alarm bell, including just running past you, as you can just see here. So to sabotage an alarm bell, just walk up to it and press circle or B, and then that will cut off the bell ringing thingy. And this is pretty funny.
Shit, the alarm's been broken.
And I giggled a bit at that. That was pretty funny. Shit. Anyway, using the pistols, in Assassin's Creed 4 you can now free aim, which I didn't actually know how to not use free aim. So to not use free aim, when a guard is highlighted, simply tap Y or triangle to use your pistol, like in an older AC game. Double assassinations, you always want to start off a fight with a double assassination, which is basically in between two enemies who are next to each other. You can do that with your hidden blades as well, which is most commonly happening thingy. So using axes are found on the floor after you've killed a brute. You can just pick it up and you will be able to use the axe. There is a special move which can just press triangle to initiate the animation, which pretty much kills enemies in one hit. I haven't actually tried captains yet, but I'm pretty sure it should work on them as well, since it works on brutes as well. Just press triangle to whack the axe into their head. That's a pretty nice, gruesome, traditional, gruesome AC move. I remember in AC2 just whacking axes in people's head, and I was like, oh god, that's horrible. And then we have enemy marksmen or shooters. I didn't really know what to put there in the top of the screen, but enemy shooters. They will be on rooftops, and in a fight when you are near an enemy and like it says press X to human shield them, just press X, otherwise you will get shot, and that will not be good. So just press X or A and then the enemy will just shoot them. So that's one way to get rid of them. So yeah, this move can actually work on captains and brutes as well, so that's pretty cool. Just press X on them. And so that's everything. So I hope this helped. This combat guide helped you, and if it did, then it would be awesome if you could leave a like. And leave a comment, if you're stuck on anything, just leave a comment and I'll be glad to help you guys out. So thank you for watching.